watching Valley Sports, the home of the Brewers and Bucks.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, division rivals matching up for the second game of this three-game series. Brewers won last night. They have opened up a 7-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals will be underway momentarily in Kansas City. We are scoreboard watching the rest of the way as the Brewers try to get their record to 18 games over 500. Nick Martinez goes into the starting rotation because of Frankie Montas and his trade to the Brewers. Tobias Myers, he has been outstanding for the last couple of months, and his last 4 starts, he's got a 1.6 ERA. And with that, we welcome you. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Anderson along with Bill Schroeder. We'll hear from Sophia Minnaert in just a moment. Let the good times roll right now. The Brewers are on fire. And it didn't look like it was going to be that way after a rough trip to Washington, D.C. They dropped 2 out of 3 there. Then they swept the Braves, won again last night, and the offense is on another level.
Well, you know, we've been talking all season. What would happen if everybody in the lineup was swinging the bat well at the same time? Well, it's happening right now, and it started against the Atlanta Braves. And I think Pat Murphy is trying to figure out a lineup combination with Christian Yelich out of the lineup. Well, I think he's found one. He's used 7 different number 3 hitters, and that has allowed Contreras and Adonis to be dropped in the lineup and bat with more men on base. Jackson Churio is the reason for it. He's in the number 2 spot. Not a hotter guy in all of baseball. The Brewers have outscored their opponents in the last 4 games, 42-15. They had a game in Atlanta where they hit 6 home runs. They also had a game in Atlanta where they had 16 hits, and 14 of them were singles. They're scoring a lot of different ways, and that's why they've been so consistent as of late.
A versatile offense with great speed and athleticism, and right in the middle of it all is Willy Adames. He's in his walk here. He is as locked in as they come. Sophia Minnaert with more on the Willie Train when we continue.
His Hall of Fame career was defined by conflict with a demanding city.
Some days you're kind of wondering how you'll be received when you run on the field.
Hear how the all-time great persevered and won them over. MLB Network presents
Michael Jack Schmidt.
Thursday at 8 Eastern.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
That's what they wanted, ain't it?
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Rated E for everyone.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
When you play the free games on the new Fanatics app, you can win up to $1 million. That's a lot of money you can spend on your fandom for things like buying watches for your team's offensive line like your QB does, redoing your garage so you can fit your team's championship parade bus in your driveway, or even building a time machine to give your dad season tickets as a child so he can grow up and pass those season tickets on to you. Play Fanatics free daily games on the new Fanatics app for a chance to win up to $1 million and shop all of your team's gear.
Step up to the plate plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Willie Adames seen outside of American Family Field. He is doing it all for the Milwaukee Brewers, getting ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Should be another fun NL Central showdown here tonight. Good evening, Sophia Minard here at American Family Field. And last night, Willie Adames set a new Brewers franchise record, hitting his 9th 3-run home run of the season. That leads Major League Baseball, again, sets a new franchise record for the Brewers. He's now sitting on 21 home runs, 79 RBIs on the season. He has homered in each of the last 4 games, which coincides with the Brewers' 4-game winning streak. This Brewers offense has been rolling over that winning streak. Willie Adames has been swinging a hot bat over the last month. His last 31 games, a .314 average, 9 doubles, 8 home runs in that stretch, 25 RBIs, and he has started all 115 games this season. Here's what Willie Adames had to say about the hot Brewers offense, just riding the wave right now, looking to keep it going against the Cincinnati Reds.
Hitting is contagious, you know. I mean, when the whole lineup is is hitting like that, I feel like it just everybody get like jump on that boat, and like, you know, you don't want to be left, you know what I mean? You want to enjoy in that moment with them too. So like I feel like for me it's just been that, you know, just trying to do the same as they doing, just trying to grind at bats and try to move the runner when we can and just bring the guys in when we can, and you know, not trying to do too much.
Maybe Willie Adames will extend his home run streak. How about a streak for Rhys Hoskins? 13 straight for him. Jackson Chourio continues to impress in his rookie season. The Brewers are going for their 5th straight win. It would be their 3rd winning streak of that length as they're handing the ball to their rookie. Tobias Myers, first pitch coming up next.
From music to fashion to the finer things in life. Find out how Major League Ballers pursue their favorite passions away from the field.
Welcome to Baseball Quarterly, where game recognize game.
December 22nd at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
When you play the free games on the new Fanatics app, you can win up to $1 million. That's a lot of money you can spend on your fandom for things like buying watches for your team's offensive line like your QB does, redoing your garage so you can fit your team's championship parade bus in your driveway, or even building a time machine to give your dad season tickets as a child so he can grow up and pass those season tickets on to you. Play Fanatics free daily games on the new Fanatics app for a chance to win up to $1 million and shop all of your team's gear.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
This year in Road to the Show, everyone can unlock their Major League dreams and see their careers unfold. Show your stuff at the MLB Draft Combine to prove that you're the game's hottest prospect. Make career-defining plays and decisions that affect every step on your road to the top. Unlock your potential.
To the field in the home pinstripes. Roof is open. It is a picture-perfect night for the grand old game. Brian Anderson, Bill Schroeder, our Emmy-winning reporter, Sophia Minard with you. Tonight's game produced by Brent Reeland, directed by John Walsh, and our always outstanding Valley Sports Wisconsin crew. Delighted to have you with us here tonight. Scoreboard's working. It's looking beautiful out there in center field. David Bell, manager of the Reds. It's been a disappointing year for them. They come in 4 games under 500, 56-60. And this is the batting order turned in by manager Bell. It is brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Jonathan India, former Rookie of the Year, will lead off. Ellie De La Cruz, then Tyler Stevenson. In the middle, it's TJ Friedel, Spencer Steer, and Jamer Candelario. Ty France, Jake Fraley, and Noelvi Marte round out the starting lineup. Good to see Fraley back in there after an ankle injury last night. All right, Rock starting pitcher stats brought to you by Spectrum, and Tobias Myers has been stellar for the Brewers in his rookie year.
Yes, he has. He's 2-0 here at American Family Field this year. That comes in 7 starts, a 362 earned run average. He had a really good month of July, but the record didn't really indicate that. He was 1-2, but in 4 starts in July, a 270 earned run average, making his first ever start against the Cincinnati Reds here tonight. Well, let's check out the defense behind Tobias here on this Saturday night. Churio, Mitchell, and Frelick in the outfield. Ortiz and Hoskins on the corners. Adames Terang up the middle, and William Contreras once again behind home plate.
Brewers 66-49 as we take a look at the 4-man umpiring crew. The crew chief over at third base, Tony Randazzo, will call the balls and strikes with Phil Cuzzi and Alex Tosi on the bases. Joining the crew chief, Molino, who had the plate last night. And all the pieces in place here as we get you set for game 2 of this 3-game series. Tobias Myers ready to fire. Jonathan India takes a strike. And Rock, away we go here on a Saturday night. Brewers open play today with a 7-game lead in the National League Central. And strike 2 for Myers. Rock, he's talked a lot about getting off to better starts. His first innings have been pretty woeful this year with a great season going. It's so interesting that his first innings have been his trouble innings.
ERA over 5.5 with 7 home runs in the first inning. Much better after that. Well, yeah, sometimes it has a while to get going, and maybe mixing up the pregame routine might help him. All other innings, his earned run average at 239.
Has a wide arsenal of pitches, but the four-seamer and the slider have been his go-tos, and he drops a slider right there to get a strikeout to start the ball game.
Always good to see him get off to a really good start because of those numbers that we were talking about. The slider right on the edge. Perfect pitch by Tobias Myers, 87 right on the corner.
Tight slider. India gave up on it. And out number 1 is a K, and a backwards K at that. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, phenom shortstop of the Reds. He is not lacking for publicity. That is for certain. Everywhere he goes, especially when the Reds are on national TV, he is the headliner. Last night, De La Cruz was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He's done some damage against the Brewers this season. 6 RBIs in his 7 games played, but they shut him down last night. Got to keep him off the base paths, that's for sure. He's got a 20-homer season. He's driven in 50. He's stolen 59 bases.
Yeah, the one problem that he has had putting the ball in play, 152 punch-outs already. On pace to have over 200 strikeouts.
A lot of errors, a lot of Ks, but a lot of good stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
And he really impressed Snoop Dogg the last time De La Cruz and the Reds were here in Milwaukee when Snoop joined us on the broadcast. Certainly made a viral moment out of that. Have you had any conversations with Snoop since he left? You guys kind of hit it off.
Yeah, he's over in Paris. I mean, he hasn't really responded to any of my text messages, but he's done a good job over there with the Olympics.
Done a great job.
Yeah, he has.
3-2. De La Cruz strikes out. Fastball perfectly placed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tobias Myers to start the night.
And once again, 1 out away from getting through that rough first inning for him. This one right on the corner, straight as a string. And De La Cruz, look at the swings. That is not exactly what you would classify as a 2-strike approach.
He is racking up those Ks, and that riding fastball from Tobias Myers, that's one of his signature pitches, and that's really the pitch that has unlocked him as a Brewer as he gets ahead of Tyler Stevenson. So many other organizations trying to get Myers to change his mechanics, change his pitch arsenal, his pitching profile, if you will. And the Brewers really let him run with what he had and tried to make that riding fastball better, and then everything off of that fastball works so well. And he's really, not only has he found a new gear with his stuff, but his confidence is through the roof right now.
And his changeup's been a real good pitch as well.
Stevenson takes his lone timeout as Myers keeps the pressure on him quickly. The 1-2 pitch, and it just missed. That was a close one. We talked about it before, but there's just a lot of Giovanni Gallardo in his delivery. And he gets the same kind of result with that fastball. It's deceiving like that. You think it's going to be low, and it rides right through the strike zone. How about Myers striking out the side to start his day? No first inning troubles here tonight. Brewers coming to bat for the first time.
As the free agency frenzy continues, Matt and Harold are on the case. Hot Stove, weekday mornings 9 Eastern on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch Hit and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch Hit and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Béisbol es a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros el béisbol es otra cosa. El béisbol es un corrido.
Rated E for everyone.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between.
Pat Murphy back there somewhere, taking it all in. Might be on his way to Manager of the Year in the National League. And Murphy's batting order brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook with Bryce Terang, Jackson Churio, the Phenom rookie, and Gary Sanchez. The DH will be the first three to lead off as we get started against Nick Martinez. Into that Cincinnati rotation. Martinez making his 7th start after being in the bullpen, but he's back in the rotation. Rock, Frankie Montas traded to the Brewers from the Reds. That opened the door for Martinez.
Yeah, back-to-back starts for him with this start tonight. Last time out, a win at Miami, or against Miami. 6 innings, 2 runs. Pretty good start for him. It was a lot like Tobias Myers. He relies on the high heater, doesn't walk too many. Fastball, changeup, curveball for him. He'll do a little two-seam a fastball every now and again.
Bryce Terang back in the leadoff spot. Homered yesterday, and he takes a strike. 2-1 the count. Terang comes in with 7 homers, 48 driven in. And he shows bunt and takes a strike.
And not a hard thrower. Average velocity about 93. It's pretty much what you're going to get out of him for most of the time. You see the arsenal. Everybody these days has 5 or 6 pitches.
And he'll throw most of those at any count, especially the top 3. And a swing and a miss. He's got an excellent changeup, and that was the pitch that he gets the strikeout on to start his night.
Yeah, let's check out the Landmark Credit Union defense for Cincinnati. Steer, Friedel, and Fraley in the outfield. Marte, Candelario on the corners. De La Cruz, who has 22 errors on the season, he's at short. Jonathan India at second base. Cincinnati has the 4th most errors in the National League at 72 miscues this year.
And a lot from their shortstop, as you mentioned. First ball swinging, Churio, a bouncer to Marte. And there is out number 2. If Nick Martinez is right, a lot of strikes being thrown, a lot of balls in play, puts a premium on infield defense as well. And you figure he's going to be around the strike zone. His walk rate is third best in the major leagues right now. 2.9% is the walk rate. So you know he is going to be hovering around the strike zone with a versatile array of pitches. But he's been much better as a reliever in short stints, one time around the batting order, as opposed to 2 or 3 times around as a starting pitcher. As he misses against Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, making his 4th start against the Brewers tonight. He made 3 starts against Milwaukee back in 2022. 1-0 in those 3 starts.
1-1 to Gary Sanchez, the designated hitter, and make it 1-2.
Pretty good straight change, not a lot of movement to it. Really pulling a string at 82 miles an hour.
Sanchez, a swing and a miss. Martinez with a fast start, 2 strikeouts, a scoreless first inning. We're off and running here at American Family Field. Reds coming up. We are scoreless.
As the free agency frenzy continues, Matt and Harold are on the case. Hot Stove, weekday mornings 9 Eastern on MLB Network.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros, el béisbol es otra cosa.
El béisbol es un corrido. This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Rated E for everyone.
When you play the free games on the new Fanatics app, you can win up to $1 million. That's a lot of money you can spend on your fandom for things like buying watches for your team's offensive line like your QB does, redoing your garage so you can fit your team's championship parade bus in your driveway, or even building a time machine to give your dad season tickets as a child so he can grow up and pass those season tickets on to you. Play Fanatics free daily games on the new Fanatics app for a chance to win up to $1 million and shop all of your team's gear.
MLB is coming to Bristol Motor Speedway. Braves versus...
Hey, we were talking about how good Tobias Myers was in the month of July. His last 3 starts in July. Outstanding work, only 3 runs allowed. On his last time out against Washington, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, and everything working for Tobias. And as we talked about, the ability to get out of the first inning is crucial for him because second inning and on, outstanding work.
Had a 3 up, 3 down first inning with 3 strikeouts. It's really been a 2.5 month stretch now of excellence for Tobias Myers. TJ Friedl takes a ball. Myers since June has an ERA of 1.95. Only Paul Skeens has a lower ERA in that window of time. That's 10 starts, by the way.
And early on, he struggled a little bit. That was against the Yankees and at Chicago, where he gave up 4 runs in both of those starts. But those starts since that time have been few and far between.
He deals, and Friedl pops it up. Willie Adames, the quarterback of the infield, will make the call and the catch. And 4 in a row here for Myers.
And just another example is Tobias Myers of how good the Brewers pitching department is. Chris Hook, Jim Henderson, Walker McKinven, the way they were able to take guys that haven't had a whole lot of success in the big leagues and make them very productive pitchers at the major league level.
Strike 1 to Spencer Steer. A couple of other guys deserve a lot of credit, and they would deflect that credit. But I had a good visit before the ball game today down at the batting cage with Wade Miley, and you know, it goes a little unnoticed, that Wade Miley and Brandon Woodruff have been around this team. Miley, Tommy John surgery, says he feels great. Elbow is healing well. Brandon Woodruff had shoulder surgery this offseason. He will not pitch this year. But those two have remained in constant contact. They have been basically high-level coaches. As Miley says, the most expensive coaches in the major leagues. But you can't underestimate. Both of these guys could have easily just gone and done their rehab work and disappeared, but it's been the opposite. As Myers strikes out Spencer Steer, made him look bad. The cutter, and he picks up his 4th strikeout already.
And Pat Murphy has said over and over again how important those two guys are to this pitching staff. Not just the pitchers, the hitters as well. They kind of help those guys along. Wade Miley, Brandon Woodruff.
I mean, Wade Miley has been given the governor's spot down there in that dugout. It's not easy to find that seat. Bouncing ball off the bat of Candelario, and Myers is rolling early. That is a 9-pitch inning. There's Wade Miley in the captain's chair. That is one expensive coach.
The analysts of MLB Tonight keep you connected with all things baseball during the offseason.
Teams are making moves.
Get connected, only on MLB Network.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros, el béisbol es otra cosa. El béisbol es un corrido.
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game. Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
MLB is coming to Bristol Motor Speedway. Braves versus Reds in a whole new ballgame.
No score between the Brewers and the Reds here at American Family Field, and this Brewers offense has been rolling over this 4-game winning streak. They have outscored opponents 42-15, had a monster series in Atlanta with 52 hits, and Willy Adames has been right in the middle of that. He has homered in each of the last 4 games. Bryce Terang homered last night as well, but for Willy Adames, consider that he set a franchise record last night, hitting his 9th 3-run homer of the season. So 9 of his 21 home runs are the 3-run variety. And so Willy Adames talking about this Brewers offense, he said, you're just riding the wave. He said, you want to hold on to this feeling and kind of this sort of momentum for as long as you can. And the vibe around this Brewers lineup right now is, hey, just jump in the boat, and you don't want to be left behind, and just keep riding that wave for as long as you can. And they're doing all of this, of course, without their all-star Christian Yelich in the middle of the lineup. So in terms of the 3-run homers for Willy Adames, he always gives credits to his teammates for just giving him the opportunity. He loves being in those situations. The focus just goes up another level for him in those spots. And then he just loves executing. So at this Brewers offense, guys, they just continue to roll here over this winning streak.
Well, and again, the way Pat Murphy has this lineup constructed with Jackson Cheerio in the number 2 spot, because he's been swinging the bat so well, you can drop guys like Contreras and Adames and have them in more RBI spots in the batting order, and it's been working out. He mentioned that, Willy Adames has 9 3-run home runs. That's 27 of his 79 runs batted in 9 swings of the bat. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a big number. And those multi-run homers, all the late clutch numbers, the 7th inning or later numbers stand up well for Adames. He is at his best in the clutch, and that's why getting into the postseason and letting Willy Adames do his thing is going to be fun to watch. And Adames is certainly going to get a ton of offers this offseason. The Brewers will certainly make a play to keep Adames. He's going to be in the penthouse territory as far as contracts go. He is one of the most desirable shortstops that will hit the free agent market. And good for the Brewers for hanging on to him, because not only does he contribute on the field, but he is a great leader off the field. He's been great for Jackson Chourio, among others.
Yeah, really the heart and soul of this ball club, really. When you think about it, the emotional leader. Plays every single day.
2-2 to Adames. And he skies one to right. Jake Fraley will settle under it for out number 2, and it's 5 in a row for Nick Martinez. Well, Sophia mentioned Christian Yelich. He's been out the last 15 games, including tonight. 8-6 record over the previous 14 games missed, and yet the Brewers scoring nearly 6 runs per game, 20 homers in that 14-game stretch. High OPS as a team. 8 different players. I think that's the biggest stat right there. 8 different players, Rock, with 6 or more RBIs in the last 14 games. They have spread the wealth. Everybody knows they have to pick up the Yelich slack, and for the most part, they've done so.
On the first 10 games of that 14-game stretch, the offense wasn't really hitting on all cylinders, but they have figured it out. You know, the Brewers have used 7 different number 3 hitters in the lineup since Yelich has been out. That's a lot of movement in your most important spot in the batting order. Number 3 spot normally is the best hitter in your lineup, right?
And you'd like consistency there, and that would be the case if Yelich was in the lineup. Frelick chops one to second. India will make the play. Wide throw, but the foot was on the bag. Brewers will want to take a quick look at this, I'm sure. But it looked like Candelario kept his foot on the bag, and he did. No challenge. And the second inning is in the books. 6 in a row retired by Nick Martinez of the Reds.
Cy Young winners, World Series heroes, Silver Sluggers, and All-Stars, All-Stars, All-Stars. These winter meetings could be special.
This is who you build franchises around.
Tune in to MLB Network live from Dallas for all the news on the big bats.
A fairy tale swing of his career.
And big arms.
That is just pure dominance.
That could bring big changes to the 2025 landscape. MLB Tonight at the winter meetings, presented by Cone Resnick. Coverage continues.
La Liga Pedrín Zorrilla es una liga que está fundada desde 1959. Dicen que después de Yankee Stadium y Citi Field, este es el mejor béisbol que hay.
Estoy aquí con el maestro Bartolo, gozando, viendo un doubleheader.
MLB is coming to Bristol Motor Speedway. Braves versus Reds in a whole new ball game. The historic 2025 MLB Speedway Classic at Bristol, baby. Buy your tickets today.
That's what they wanted, ain't it?
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Well, the Brewers have a huge series coming up. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers starts on Monday at American Family Field. Don't miss 4 chances to catch the action, plus get half-off tickets at Kids and Seniors Day on Thursday. Get your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
Got to keep an eye on that group out there. They got the bride-to-be enjoying a Brewers game. First ball swinging, a foul ball off the bat of Ty France. Just missed the line.
A bit of a mistake that time for Tobias Myers. That cutter ended up right down the middle.
Ooh, that close.
At a foot.
Make a play. No. That's what we call lobster claw. Skillet's a good one.
Kid's got the ball anyway.
Yeah, he got it. He'll have the imprint of those laces on his hand. Coming in hot. One ball, one strike. Ty France, the former Mariner, traded over here to Cincinnati. Goes from a big ballpark, a pitcher-friendly ballpark, to a hitter-friendly ballpark, and I'm sure he will enjoy hitting at Great American Ballpark. France, a power hitter, and he sends that one to short. Bobbled and eaten alive is Willy Adames. He was getting himself in position to make a throw, but a routine play, and France will reach on an E6. Unusual for Adames.
Yeah, right up his glove. That's the 12th error committed by Willie so far this year. Getting himself in position to throw, did not get in front of it. Rolled up the glove and into left field.
So the first base runner of the game. France reaches on an error, and here is Jake Fraley. Fraley rolled his ankle last night while batting. He grounded out, and on his follow through at the plate, he rolled his left ankle, similar to what a basketball player may do, coming down at the rim, and he hobbled down to first. They took him out of the game, but he is back in there tonight. I can't imagine he's running well after that last night. Myers would love to get him to hit one on the ground and find out, though.
Yeah, hit another one to Willie. I think he's going to be able to handle this one. Probably all taped up, good to go.
These athletic trainers in Major League Baseball are incredible, and how attentive they are, how great they are at taking on injuries, helping players recover from those injuries.
And getting them on the field, that's the big part.
1-2, and Myers misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Lead man on an error, and Fraley fouls it back.
Man, both of these starters tonight, I mean, rely on the high heater. And Martinez with the high fastball. Tobias Myers got by, and Fraley there. Like to work up in the strike zone.
Myers profiles as a fastball, fly ball pitcher, but can get ground balls with the cutter and the changeup. And a changeup for a swing and a miss right there. That was a good one. That had some Devin Williams tail on it, didn't it?
Yeah, that had a tail, some sink to it as it got to home plate. Started as a strike, went from strike to ball quickly. There's your changeup. It comes out of the hand with that rotation where he got some sink. Good pitch.
You could tell by the way Contreras caught that ball. It even had more tail on it than Contreras thought. Caught it right in the palm of the glove. So when a catcher who knows you better than anybody can't square one up in the catcher's mitt, you know you've got good stuff.
It's all about the release point, how you get rid of it, and the spin that's on it. Not the same every time.
Marte pops it up right up the pipe, and Hoskins and Terang will gather. Hoskins will take this one for out number 2. That'll give us a chance to hear a quick word from Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Back to the top of the order, Jonathan India. Myers with 5 Ks already, first time through the batting order. Reds go 0 for 9. France reaching on an E6 to start this inning. 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts first time around. India struck out to start the ball game. Myers has been pouring in the strikes here. That's a back pick by Contreras, and back in time is France. That was a nice pick over there by Hoskins.
Yeah, that could have been trouble had it got by Reese. France would end up at third base, you would think. Tough pick.
Yeah, those are the tough ones, right? Not the short hop, not the long hop.
In-betweeners.
0-2. Ground ball, foul, past third. Tell you, Myers has been on the attack with Jonathan India. He's thrown him 7 pitches in his first 2 at-bats, only 1 out of the strike zone. He's hit on 6 out of 7. See what he gives him here. 0-2, and he missed with that one. Myers overall, of his first 40 pitches, 26 of those strikes.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's been on the attack with everybody so far.
The 1-2. India strikes out. Big curveball from Myers. Man, he's got it all going tonight. 3 scoreless in the books. Works around the leadoff error. Now Rhys Hoskins ready to lead off in a scoreless game.
Cy Young winners, World Series heroes, Silver Sluggers, and All-Stars, All-Stars, All-Stars. These winter meetings could be special.
This is who you build franchises around.
Tune in to MLB Network live from Dallas for all the news on the big bats.
A fairy tale swing of his career.
And big arms.
That is just pure dominance.
That could bring big changes to the 2025 landscape. MLB Tonight at the winter meetings, presented by Cone Resnick. Coverage continues.
La Liga Pedrín Zorrilla es una liga que está fundada desde 1959. Dicen que después de Yankee Stadium y Citi Field, este es el mejor béisbol que hay.
Estoy aquí con el maestro Bartolo, gozando, viendo un doubleheader.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on.
Wherever you go, stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Climbs the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
The rookie Tobias Myers has been excellent through 3 innings. Still no score here at American Family Field. And as the Brewers are kicking off a 10-game homestand, checking in with Rick Schlesinger now. And Rick, it's going to be a very busy week, and you got to ride along with some of the players, the team going out on golf carts to the tailgates today to surprise some of the fans, share some Brewers merchandise. You got to ride with Willie Adames and Freddie Peralta. Just one of the fun ways that you guys like to give back to the fans here.
Yeah, I didn't get a word in edgewise on that golf cart with Peralta and Adames. It was great. The fans loved it. The players had a good time. Great fan support all year, and the players just love going out there and saying hi to them.
It was certainly a lot of fun for those players riding around the golf courts. I don't know if they got any food, but we'll ask them after the game. But Rick, this is a very busy homestand as well. Looking ahead to next weekend, the Cleveland Guardians are coming in town, and there's going to be an epic giveaway. The Harry Doyle bobblehead, of course, inspired by Bob Uecker. That will be Saturday. And then the Hall of Famer, Robin Yount, is coming back on Sunday for a special celebration.
Yeah, one of my favorite baseball movies, Major League. So Bob Uecker is Harry Doyle. The first 30,000 fans get the bobblehead. Sunday, Robin Yount, 50th anniversary of his debut in the Major Leagues. Hard to believe because he still is the kid. So we're going to have 10,000 shirts with his rookie card given away to the fans. So great to have him back here. Great weekend. A lot of baseball. This is a long homestand.
Big crowd here today as well. William Contreras, the Brew Crew City Connect jersey. So BA and Rock, it's going to be a very busy week here at American Family Field. A lot of great reasons to come out and support the first place Brewers.
Yeah, no question. And Rick and his staff do a great job. This ballpark is packed. The William Contreras jerseys are out. I love the light blue jerseys, the powder blues, and the way it sets around all the seats in the ballpark. It's a fun time of year, partner. We've got a great homestand coming up. Big teams are coming in, the Dodgers, the Guardians. It's a key homestand. The Brewers trying to continue their march toward a division title. Up 7 games on the Cardinals.
The old powder blues, the old Brewers road uniforms.
Love those.
Yeah, loved it.
Always a big hit.
That was a popular color for a lot of teams on the road back in the day.
City Connect jerseys now. That's what they're known as. Long battle here. Hoskins, pitch number 8 from Martinez, and into center field. That'll hang up there for T.J. Friedel. Hoskins was all balance. Well, hits it a long way for an out, and 1 away in the 3rd. So speaking of the players on the golf carts, out there making more fans, giving away a bunch of T-shirts, all kind of giveaway items, and what a surprise to be just hanging out in your car in a tailgate, and then the real-life Brewers come around.
Rhys Hoskins, Willie Adames, all the guys are out there. Pat Murphy, Ricky Weeks. Well, what a day for the fans, huh?
Perfect. And there's nothing quite like the tailgating at American Family Field. That's something.
If you were to pick a player that would ask a fan at a tailgate if they could have a hot dog, who would it be?
Well, I was going to go Pat Murphy, but player-wise,
Willie Adames.
Willie Adames,
yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Rhys Hoskins is on that list. Garrett Mitchell, a swing and a miss.
This guy's got a invisible as well, just like Tobias Myers. I mean, a lot of fastballs, pretty straight fastballs that neither one of these teams have been able to make contact on.
The 1-2, and that one is in there. Backdoor fastball. Maybe had a little cut on it, but he gets the strikeout, his 4th. And he's retired 8 straight to start his day.
He had 10 strikeouts between these two pitchers in the first 3 innings. That one right on the edge. Perfect pitch.
So far, the pitch arsenal's been pretty balanced. Fastball, the most oft-used pitch thus far. Just missed with a sinker, a fastball to Ortiz. Joey hitting 9th today. Number 9 spot has changed quite a bit, as it typically does.
Joey's starting to swing the bat well again. Starting to swing the bat like he did before he was on the injured list.
Yeah, like he did when he was named the National League Rookie of the Month in the month of May. Hit .307 in May. Had 12 RBIs on 4 homers that month, and he's got a nice little run going here in August.
You'd be hard pressed to find any Brewer in the lineup that hasn't been swinging it well.
Ortiz had a hit last night, drove in a run. Had 7 hits and 4 RBIs on the road trip. Hit .300 on the road trip. Looks like the neck injury is all healed up. He's got a skip in his step once again.
He's been making some really good plays at third base as well. Defense has been really good.
Full count with 2 outs. And Ortiz beats one into the ground. De La Cruz slings one to first base. And it's 9 in a row. 3 perfect innings from Nick Martinez to start his game. We go to the 4th. We are scoreless. No score. Pitchers duel early here between Nick Martinez and Tobias Myers. And Tobias Myers using his entire arsenal for his 6 strikeouts. StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
Yeah, 6 strikeouts ties the season high for Myers. He's been doing a lot of different pitches. And 2 of the strikeouts with a fastball, then using everything else. That's why it's so difficult for these Reds here tonight to figure out what he's throwing. He's throwing everything for strikes.
Scoreless game. We go to the 4th. Here's Elly De La Cruz, a strikeout victim in the 1st inning. Myers got a strikeout on De La Cruz with a fastball. Struck out the side in the 1st inning and K'd 4 of his first 5 hitters he faced. De La Cruz at a 1-1 count. Straighten him up. De La Cruz is a switch hitter and having a big year this year. This game's only going to get better. Stats are going to get better as he figures out a strike zone. He looks at that one. Cut fastball right at the bottom of the strike zone, and it's 1-2. Make it 2-2.
Got such a big long swing. When he connects, he connects. And a lot of times you don't get it back. 20 homers. That big swing results in a lot of swing and miss.
And he takes a cold strike 3. Got him with a fastball again.
This time right on the outside corner, 95 miles an hour. It's one way to beat the Reds. Keep that guy off the bases.
Career high in strikeouts for Tobias Myers already. 1 out in the 4th inning. The top 3 batters in the Reds order have struck out in all their at-bats thus far. 5 of them, as Tyler Stevenson waves and misses at the first offering. And a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
His slider was a hanger. Got away with it.
Sometimes they can be so bad they're good.
That's right.
Awkward swing by Stevenson. He was expecting that one to spin down into the strike zone or into the hittable zone. Never did. Here's an 0-2. Got him. Myers, another K. 6 Ks against the top 3 in the Reds batting order. First 2 trips around. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, so back-to-back strikeouts in this inning on the heater. Yeah, one looking to De La Cruz, and Stevenson swings right through that one.
2 outs. Here's TJ Friedl.
See, that straight over the top delivery can be pretty deceptive to the hitter. You don't pick it up all that well out of his hand. A guy that throws it off to the side a little bit, you can see the baseball, but right over the top, tough to pick up. But the key to a good fastball is to be able to throw your other stuff for strikes, which he's been able to do.
Two 2-0 to Friedl. Friedl was hot coming into this series yesterday. Prior to yesterday, had 10 runs batted in over his last 4 games before entering the series. Reds have been scoring some runs themselves until last night. Brewers jumped out so quickly on them, kind of took the starch out of them. Brewers jumped out early with 8 runs
first 3 innings.
Brewers have scored at least 8 runs in 4 consecutive games. They're trying for their 5th straight win here tonight. A team that has won as much as the Brewers have. They're 66-49 now. They have not had a winning streak longer than 5 games, but they've had multiple 5-game winning streaks.
Haven't had any long losing streaks to this point.
That's been the key. Avoid the double bogeys. That's a line shot through and the first hit of the game. Friedl with a 2-strike single to right.
Yep, cut it right down the middle. one thing you like, that base hit comes with 2 outs and nobody on. Cut it right down the middle, didn't do a whole lot. And a base hit to right.
Myers has been efficient despite all the strikeouts. Tobias just turned 26 in his first year in the big leagues. He bounced around quite a bit prior to joining the Brewers organization last year. Bouncing ball right to Hoskins. Nice and easy. Steer is out. Inning is over. And 4 scoreless on the board for Tobias Myers. Brewers coming to bat. Second time around the batting order now. Terang, Churio, and Sanchez. Toyota game reset. We got a good one going here at American Family Field. Tobias Myers and Nick Martinez have been on top of their respective games. Martinez is perfect through the first 3 innings. Myers just gave up his first hit of the game. Brewers did commit an error as well. But 4 scoreless for Myers. And now second time through the batting order for Martinez. Bryce Terang looks at strike 2. Martinez quickly ahead. Terang, Churio, and Sanchez will start it. If anybody gets on, William Contreras. And the 0-2, and Terang fouls it out of play. The rock step of Nick Martinez, not the Bill Schroeder rock, but the rock step where he kind of goes back and forth, and he'll change the number of times that he does that. Lazy fly ball to left. And there is out number 1. That's 10 in a row now. And Rock, that's just a timing mechanism to kind of disrupt the hitter's timing.
Anything it takes. You try anything to disrupt the timing of the hitter, to give him a sense they're not sure when you're going to get rid of the baseball, when you're going to start. Just like that guy, Brent Suter.
Yeah, Brent Suter. Had a good chat with him before the game. He's on the injured list right now. Shoulder injury. But thinks he's going to be able to avoid surgery, and he's hoping to be back soon. Back in his hometown.
Yeah.
Living in Cincinnati and now playing for the Reds. Incidentally, Joey Wiemer, who was traded to the Reds, is back in AAA with Cincinnati. So not on the big league roster for this series. (2-0) to Churio. And a high fly ball right center. Just got under it. And Friedel's going to be able to run it down. Missed it by a click on the bat. 2-men are out.
A centimeter on the bat, maybe. Just got under it enough to keep it in the ballpark, but a good swing. Well, he's got some big time opposite field power. Look at that swing, 90 miles an hour. Right down the middle with a cutter, and he knew he missed it. Ah.
2 quick outs. Here's Gary Sanchez. By the way, you saw a shot there at Jacob Junis, who pitched last night. He was in that Weimer trade. He and Weimer for Frankie Montas. A lot of ties between the two organizations. Derek Johnson, the pitching coach, former Brewer pitching coach.
And Joey down in AAA this year was swinging the bat extremely well.
Now he'll have a good chance now with the Reds. Not as crowded of an outfield mix. Johnson's been thought of as one of the best pitching coaches in the game. 2-1 to Sanchez, and he fouls it away. 2-2 the count.
Curveball on a 2-1 count. And both of these starters in the heads of these hitters tonight. Not sure what they're going to get, even when they've got the count in their favor.
Martinez turned 34 last week. He is a converted infielder. He was an infielder at Fordham. Sanchez, little cue shot. That's going to bounce in the outfield grass. And the first hit of the game for the Brewers.
That one a changeup. Not a bad changeup. It had the plate, but it was down. Professional hitter that Gary Sanchez is able to make the adjustment. Keep that bat back just long enough right off the end of the bat. The Vulcan change, perhaps.
Come on, man. That doesn't count. But they do. And now a base runner for William Contreras. Contreras jumping on that first pitch. Fly ball to right. And that will retire the side. So each pitcher relents one hit. That's been it. Still scoreless. Reds coming up in the 5th inning. No score. We head to the 5th inning. Both pitchers going along well right now. 4 scoreless for each. Nick Martinez has given up just the 1 hit, 4 Ks. Tobias Myers has a career high 8 strikeouts and just the 1 hit. He's faced 2 over the minimum. Another Red hitter reached on an error. Ty France. There's Jeimer Candelario to lead off, the switch hitting first baseman. He's got some pop too. 18 homers this year. Candelario Bounce to second base his first time up. Scoreboard watching tonight with the Cardinals and the Royals in Kansas City. Cardinals up 2-1 in that game. They're in the fourth inning at Kauffman Stadium. Royals having a nice year.
Yeah, 9 games over 500, 3.5 games behind the surprising Cleveland Guardians. I guess they're not surprising anymore.
That race tightened up quick in the AL Central. Cleveland kind of stumbling a little bit. They've lost 7 straight games, the Guardians. They're coming in here next weekend. Stephen Vogt, the former Brewer, and the Guardians. Weekend series here in Milwaukee. Candelario stings one to left. Churio playing deep and right there to make the catch. Chalk one up for the analytics team. Had him perfectly positioned. And Churio puts it away for out number 1.
Had him shaded toward the gap just enough. All he had to do was go back a little bit. He can see where he's playing. Takes a good step back and able to make that about halfway onto the track. Nice and easy.
1 out. And Ty France, the batter, and a big swing and a miss. Now the Guardians right now just a game and a half up on the Twins. Twins have won 7 of their last 10. They've closed that gap. Royals are only 3.5 back of the Guardians. And suddenly the AL Central has become a 3-horse race.
And most teams are going to go through those stretches, right? I mean, you know, losing streaks, winning streaks. Well, the Brewers haven't had a big losing streak to this point.
Phillies went through one. Yankees went through one. Those were the 2 teams out of the gate the fastest in each league, Phillies and Yankees. Tied race in the AL all the way around.
The Dodgers too, right?
Yep, Dodgers.
Padres are 2.5 games back.
San Diego surging. Brewers trying to catch the Dodgers and the Phillies for that matter. The division leaders, the Brewers, are just a half game behind the Dodgers for the best record in the National League. The Phillies lead that category. The top 2 earn a bye into the division series round. Last year the Brewers were the 3rd best division winning record, so of course they got into a wild card series with the Diamondbacks, and we know how that ended up. Diamondbacks rode it all the way to the World Series.
Yeah.
But getting that bye into a 7-game series in a division series, or 5-game series I should say, is a huge benefit. France right on the barrel, but right to Mitchell in center field. 2 hard hit balls for outs to start this 5th inning.
It's not always the best team, it's the hottest team, right? And when you get down to the playoffs in the end of September, hottest team becomes the best team.
Hottest and healthiest. Brewers are trending in that way. Pat Murphy's crew is close to getting a lot of major pieces back. Already got the Devin Williams piece back. That was the biggest chip that any team had as far as acquisitions. Nobody able to make a bigger trade splash. There's DL Hall. He's on his way back. Left-handed starter.
It'll be interesting to see how the Brewers use him when he's ready to come off the injured list.
Trevor McGill, who's done such a great job as the Brewers closer, is close to returning. Brian Hudson close to returning. I mean, it is all pointing in the right direction for the sprint. On a hop right to Terang. And Tobias Myers with a 1-2-3 5th inning. 5 scoreless for Myers. Brewers coming to bat. Willie Adames will lead off. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Willie Adames on a home run binge right now. He homered again last night. It was a 3-run blast. His 9th 3-run homer of the year. That's a franchise record. Powerball home run number 21. And 9 of those the 3-run variety. He's homered in 3 of his last 4 games. Across his last 4 games, he's hit 4 total homers with 8 runs batted in.
Is 7 for 17 with 8 RBIs. Last 4 games.
21 homers, 79 RBIs for the year. OPS of 790 while playing a brilliant shortstop. Despite an error tonight, he's about as steady as it gets.
And he has started every single game.
Adames leads off in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 the count. Martinez deals and a foul ball right off his leg. Ouch. He does wear that protective brace, but I think it missed it. Yeah, grabbing at his back knee, huh? That's not easy to do.
No. Oh, right off just above the kneecap.
What's that feel like, Rock?
Not good. A lot of times, you know, you get a foul ball off your leg. It's the front leg. Unusual to get it off the back leg.
Yeah, thus the protective brace on that front leg. 1-2 the count here. And Adames, little rollover ground ball. De La Cruz puts him away for out number 1. Needs a minute.
And you just wonder if Willie Adames is going to be able to get through the entire year playing every game.
They've tried to take him out.
Yeah.
Murphy on a few occasions has had him out of the starting lineup. Now the manager typically sends the lineup out. Brewers players have an app they can use. It's a internal team app, and they can just pop onto that and see what the next day's lineup is as soon as Murphy releases it. And typically that's the night before, and there's been a few occasions he's been in there and been right in Pat Murphy's office the next day.
We're texting him at night.
No. Put that back.
Yeah, you got to love a guy that wants to come to the ballpark and play every single day. But, you know, I mean, it's a long season. A lot of stuff can happen. You know, the foul ball up the knee. Brewers continue leading this division. You wonder if Pat Murphy's going to have him sit every now and again, keep him strong, hoping to get into the postseason.
Frelick pops it foul, and it is playable, and the catch is made by Noel V. Marte. Second out of the inning. Let's kick it down to Sophia. She got more on Adames in his playing time.
Yeah, that number has come up a lot as he continues to just set streaks for the Brewers. This now his 116th game, and it stretches even into last season. And so we've talked to him about that. His career high is 152 games. He did that in the 2019 season with the Tampa Bay Rays, and he said he just never really had the opportunity to do that because of how often the Rays platoon, and he was only in his 2nd season in the big leagues when he was able to do that. So his high with the Brewers was last year. He played in 149 games, and he said there's obviously so much that goes into being available every day. He said he spends a lot of time just getting treatment on his body. Anytime he feels anything tightening up, he's right in there getting his body worked on. He loves a pregame nap that keeps him going, keeps the energy high for him. But he said some of the things are out of your control. Remember, he was hit in the head last year and had to go on the concussion protocol. So he said sometimes you can do everything possible to take care of yourself, and things just happen in the game that are beyond your control. So he definitely wants to get to 162. He says that conversation is ongoing with Pat Murphy about off days, but he's going to keep fighting as long as he can.
Yeah, you talk about last year, was 140 what games, and you know, he spent some of that time on the injured list, right? Remember, he got hit with a foul ball in the head in the dugout. So he was forced to miss time a little bit last year. But you got to tip your hat. Yeah, guys, he wants to come to the ballpark to play, not to sit.
Hoskins a swing and a miss. Martinez with the strikeout. And a 3-3 down inning. Still scoreless. We head to the 6th inning. Reds are coming to bat. Tobias Myers back on the mound.
Well, I've been talking about the deceptive delivery of Myers here today. Look at the comparison between he and Yovani Gallardo. You're talking about identical. Look at the glove position to hide the baseball before it leaves his hand. Another nice play by Joey Ortiz. But, I mean, we're talking about almost identical release point. The only thing different is Myers has a bend in the knee. Gallardo has a straight knee when he lands, but they are almost identical. They hide the baseball behind their back, and they hide the baseball with their glove up in the air before they release it. It's a good comparison. By the way, that's a good job, partner. You came up with that one.
It just popped in my brain when I saw that glove go in the air.
And how about our tape people finding a video of Yovani Gallardo?
They all have it in their back pocket. One of the all-time Brewer greats, Yovani Gallardo. That's a good guy to be compared with, I'll tell you that. Gallardo was an absolute gamer in every sense of the word.
Yep, he relied on the high fastball, had a really good changeup. You know, when Yo came up, he had fastball curveball, but then he kind of morphed into more fastball slider changeup.
One away from Myers. India swing and a miss. Third time around the batting order now for the Reds against Myers. India has struck out twice. 6 of the 8 strikeouts for Myers have come against the top 3 hitters in the Reds lineup. India, De La Cruz, and Stevenson. And India's got another one on the board. The hat trick. Second time he has done an about face at the plate. 2 backwards Ks, 1 swinging K, and strikeout number 9 for Myers.
Get the home plate umpire used to calling strikes. You might get a borderline pitch. Tony Randazzo, tonight's home plate umpire, rings it up.
Yovani Gallardo used to do that all the time. That low riding fastball that hitters give up on. That was one of his signature pitches. Ellie De La Cruz with 2 outs and sends one right center field. And right there is Sal Frelick. Line drive out. 6 shutout innings. See if the Brewers can get the bats going for Tobias Myers. We're still scoreless. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by Havish and Rotier Personal Injury Attorneys, national reputation, hometown service. And by Cousin Subs, believe in better. Uninspired effort by the Racing Sausages tonight and having a tough time getting off the field, Ron.
Yeah, what do you got on that?
I mean, let's go.
I initially thought that was in slow motion.
Thought that was the Sunday little weenies going around.
Oh, well.
That was not going to set any Olympic records.
They're pacing themselves. A long homestand,
Good point. Good point. Load management day, apparently, for the Racing Sausages today. I don't even know who won. I gave up. I mean, you think out of the blocks, like, oh, this is going to be pretty fun, and then this is some hamstring protecting sausages is what this is. I mean, that's not in slow motion, folks. That was real speed. Goodness. We're going to need a little better effort. Maybe have a chat with him after the game tonight.
Not Olympic quality, is it?
Jeez. Come on. Normally a can't miss. Olympics have been a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, they have.
U.S. men's basketball team winning gold this afternoon. That was on the big screen during batting practice. Players were fully engaged. Women will play for the gold tomorrow. A lot of gold medals. USA is showing up well.
Hey, U.S. and China. France has had a really good Olympics.
And the Scenics from Paris are incredible. Baseball should be an Olympic sport.
Isn't it interesting how the host country always seems to do well? Right? I mean,
a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Who'd you have in the breakdancing competition, Ron? As a strikeout on Mitchell to start this 6th inning.
I didn't see any of that. What time is that on?
I don't know. Breakdancing is an Olympic sport. Baseball is not.
I saw Simone Biles.
It's called breaking, actually. I beg your pardon.
Biles in the women's gymnastic team.
Wow. Yeah, that was impressive. Track and field.
Really.
It's been fun. Strike one to Joey Ortiz. Brewers trying to solve the riddle here of Nick Martinez. His ERA as a starter over 6, but he's strung together back-to-back starts now. Very good pitching right off the end of the bat, right to Candelario, and 2 quick outs in the 6th inning.
They stream every out-of-market game live or on demand with MLB TV Plus. Subscribers across the country now have 24/7 access to MLB Network. Visit MLB.tv for details.
Roof is open tonight. Beautiful night in Milwaukee. Welcome all of you watching us on the MLB app. Picture perfect day in Wisconsin. And a hint of fall in the air this morning.
Last couple days, actually. A little chilly yesterday, a little wind.
Just the way you like it. It's got that playoff baseball kind of feel to it. Terang fouls it away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kids are having a blast.
School right around the corner.
Painted face. I wonder if that's permanent. School around these parts typically, for most, starts after Labor Day. Terang, center field, racing over Friedel. And he's got it to end the inning. And we march on here at American Family Field. These 2 pitchers are dialed in right now. Scoreless game as we go to the 7th. This 7th inning is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Now you read that right. This was a 6:10 p.m. Central first pitch. And these two pitchers are mowing right now. Martinez 6 Ks, 6 scoreless. Tobias Myers a career high 9 strikeouts. Each have only given up the 1 hit. Brewers have the lone error on the board. That was Adames on a batted ball by France. That was in the 3rd inning. Both hits are singles, and each of those hits came with 2 outs. So it's been minimal activity from the stretch for these two starters.
3 base runners all night.
Martinez stalking in that Reds dugout as Myers misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The way the game's going, each pitcher has been right back on the mound pretty quickly because the other is matching pitch for pitch.
Hey, so you don't need a whole lot of warm-up tosses between innings, right? I mean, they're not in the dugout all that long. Oh, Tobias Myers wouldn't mind a half an hour in between innings.
Myers sits patiently between innings. That's a fly ball deep left center. Got some carry to it, but Churio is there, and he makes a play for out number 1. Stevenson gave that one a ride, but a long, loud out. Let's take you inside the start, brought to you by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Brock Tobias Myers, 6 1/3 right now, and a career best 9 Ks.
Yeah, he has been dialed in. 7 of the 9 strikeouts coming from the 1 through 3 hitters in this Reds batting order. A lot of swings and misses on both sides. 15 punch-outs between the two teams.
First ball swinging, TJ Friedel. Terang puts him away. 2 up and 2 down. Nick Martinez has all the mannerisms of a position player.
No sitting down for him, right? Pacing back and forth.
He converted after college. Played his college ball at Fordham, was an infielder there. Spent some time with the Rangers and then the Padres.
And he keeps throwing against the wall in the dugout. Yikes.
He's like a prize fighter trying to stay loose. This is great. These are great games, though. Memorable games, and it's usually one swing of the bat that determines games like this.
Yeah. One mistake could cost you the ball game tonight.
Tobias Myers.
He's like a caged tiger in that dugout.
2 outs. Here's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss. That was a slider. Another one that kind of hung up there.
Kind of reminds you of Dave Bush, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a good call. He never sat down. Myers deals a 1-2, and he misses with a high fastball. Spencer Steer 0 for 2. Myers struck him out in the 2nd. 2-2 pitch misses outside.
Pitch count still in pretty good shape as we work here in the 7th inning. 90 pitches.
Elvis Peguero loosening in the pen. 3-2 and a line shot, base hit into left. Second hit of the game. Both of the hits have come on 2 strike pitches, and both have come with 2 outs. Friedel and now Steer.
Yeah, the first hit came on a slider down the middle. This fastball down the middle, but up in the zone. Steer able to get on top of it.
Efficient tonight. Hard to do when you're striking out as many batters as Myers is. Season high for a starter is 11. Freddie Peralta has done that twice. Myers sitting on 9. 2 outs. Here's Candelario. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Candelario looks at a fastball go by. Looks like he was sitting on something else.
Yeah, hit one hard to left. A line drive to deep left field his last time up.
2 hard hit balls in that 5th inning. Candelario and France. This will most likely be Myers' last inning. And if he can get through 7 scoreless against this lineup, what an impressive start. Deals it, fly ball left field. Right there, Churio. Tobias Myers, another stellar outing. What a pickup. This rookie has been outstanding this year. Still scoreless. Stretch time at American Family Field. Seven brilliant innings from Tobias Myers. This 7th inning game summary presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. So bullpen right now is quiet. Myers still looks like he's in game mode. We'll see where this game takes us. Jackson Churio leads off, takes strike 1, and a wave and a miss at a changeup from Martinez, and it's 0-2.
That's a really good pitch. Good sink to it.
Martinez working quickly, and he puts Churio away quickly, right down the middle with a fastball. Churio got caught guessing. Strikeout number 7 for Martinez.
You know, back in the old days, I mean, I think hitters would be stepping out, walking around, fixing batting gloves, trying to slow these 2 pitchers down. You can't do that anymore with the pitch clock.
Tony Santillan is in the Cincinnati bullpen. Brewers are hunting a mistake. The only hit of the game for Milwaukee came off the bat of Gary Sanchez back in the 4th inning. Pops this one foul.
Right off the end of the bat on a changeup.
That was an 81-mile-an-hour changeup and a 71-mile-an-hour base hit exit velocity. Hasn't been many hard hit balls tonight against Martinez. 1-1. Ooh, and Sanchez hit by a pitch. Well, that's one way to get a base runner, but Sanchez takes a fastball right on the knuckles. Athletic trainer Dave Yeager on his way out to check on the DH.
Let's see if Pat Murray wants to use a pinch runner.
Ooh, backhand run.
Yeah. Blake Perkins is on the bench. She's a base stealer.
And good call. Blake Perkins on his way out. He will take over in the DH role. And speed on the bags for William Contreras. Brewers are right where they want to be in the batting order. Pitch count at 87 for Martinez. By the way, Tobias Myers, 94 pitches through 7 innings. And the Brewers have a base runner for just the second time tonight. First time since the 4th. Perkins stays put. Contreras, big swing and a miss. Brewers catcher on the Powerball home run leaderboard with 13. He'd love to match Churio with one right here and now. Adames due next.
You know that Perkins would love to be able to get a jump and steal a base here. 16 out of 19 is Blake Perkins.
Martinez holds runners well. Quick to the plate. Athletic pitcher. And Contreras fouls one back. He was right on it, but Martinez has attacked him twice upstairs with fastballs.
Up in his zone. That one only 92 miles an hour.
So far, Perkins has not been able to get a good read on Martinez. 16 steals on the year. 1-2 the count. He goes. Contreras takes a ball, throw to second, and it's in time.
That's a good throw by Tyler Stevenson, right on the money. Throw had to be perfect, and it was.
Perkins, when he went for the headfirst slide, his hand kind of got caught up in the dirt. Pat Murphy is saying, look at this. But watch his lead hand here. It just gets stuck. He goes for the swim move. And did he get his backhand?
Milwaukee is challenging the out call at second base. The previous play is under review.
I don't know.
That is a hard maybe right there. That's got a chance.
Yeah, why not?
To be overturned.
Yeah, why not take a look at that? Good call by Pat Murphy and the guys in the video room.
Next question is,
maybe you got him on the head.
Did the hand come off? No, I think the glove was already passed, so it's not on the follow through. They just showed the replay on the big screen.
I'm not sure if he got the glove, swiped it on the helmet right here. Did he get him right there? The helmet comes off, or it kind of moves around a little bit. Wow.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The runner is out.
Wow.
Milwaukee will lose its challenge.
That's a quick confirmation. That means when you hear the word confirm, that means the umpires in the replay studio in New York believe it was the accurate call. And so Brewers lose their challenge.
Yeah, that would have been tough to overturn. That was close.
And the pitch to Contreras is low. It was a perfect pitch in which to throw for Tyler Stevenson. It was up in the zone, almost like a pitch out.
Decent lead, decent jump. Just too good a throw.
Martinez was quick to the plate, and Stevenson was quick to get rid of it and get it to second base. 3-2 is pop foul and out of play.
Pop time 195 for Stevenson, and when you combine that with Martinez getting rid of it in just a little over a second, tough to steal a base when you have numbers like that.
Yeah, math doesn't really work in that scenario, huh? Martinez with a 1-1 delivery to the plate. 3-2 and a bouncing ball to India, and we remain scoreless. A key caught stealing after a hit batter. We go to the 8th. Is Myers coming on? Looks like he is. A reminder, you can stream Brewers baseball all season long on the Bally Sports app. Well, we got a good one going tonight. Welcome all the streamers out there. Tobias Myers going back out for an 8th inning. He might be out there to face 1 or 2 hitters or to see how it goes at the bottom of the order. There is activity behind him in the Brewer pen, but Myers rolls on, and the first ball is punched into right field on a broken bat from Ty France. And the Reds have their lead man on in this 8th inning.
Four-seam fastball down and in, and just punch it into right field.
Pinch runner coming on for France as Fairchild will come off the bench.
Obviously the first leadoff base runner in the game.
It's just the 3rd hit for the Reds. They've all been singles. Stuart Fairchild, who homered last night. Wheels on the bags. And now wheels in motion here as Jake Fraley steps in. Brewers expecting Fraley to pull the ball on the ground, and Myers throws him a first pitch fastball away. If there was ever a spot for a double play, it is now. Fraley hit one on the ground to second base in the 5th inning. Offered at it and able to check it.
Wow.
Ball 2. Pat Murphy is getting anxious in that dugout. Sends his starter out for an 8th inning. Has not started well here with a base hit and a 2-0 count. Good comeback pitch. Tells you he's still got a little deception in that fastball.
Yeah, you would expect Fairchild at some point to think about running. He's got 13 stolen bases. It's been caught only once.
2 balls and a strike. Fairchild goes late break, drive into center. Long run. Mitchell is there. And retreating to first is Fairchild. Out number 1 here in the 8th inning.
We had a long way to go to get that baseball. That ball was slicing away from Garrett Mitchell as he was tracking it down. He just able to run right underneath it. He was shaded over toward right. Long way to go, and able to haul it in front of the track.
Pat Murphy makes a call to the bullpen, and Tobias Myers is going to exit to a standing ovation in front of this big crowd on a Saturday night. Well done, Tobias. Bally Sports Wisconsin is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. And sponsored in part by Northwestern Mutual, the official financial planning partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. What a night and what a ball game. Picture perfect Saturday night. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all. Call to the pen. Myers is out. Yoel Piamps is in. First ball swinging. Noelvi Marte. 7 1/3, Rock. 3 hits, 9 Ks, a career best.
Yeah, just amazing the way he was able to move through this lineup, and a good one at that. Well, Piamps taking over, 49th appearance. He's been good his last 10 appearances. He's only allowed 1 run. And the good number for Piamps, only 2 of 11 inherited runners have come around to score.
Inherits a runner at first, and Fairchild, who looks like he wants to run. Stays put, and a swing and a foul. I will say that fly ball by Fraley. Fairchild didn't run on that pitch and got a terrible break to second base. I mean, he was, if it was swung on and missed or not put in play, Contreras would have had a great shot to throw him out. 0-2 the count. Piamps delivers, runner goes, swinging a foul out of play, and another late break at first.
He was creeping a little bit. I mean, he took his initial lead, then he started to do some stutter steps towards second base. I think he's telecasting or letting everybody know that he wants to run.
Pat Murphy going through the numbers and the matchups that are coming up. Right off the end of the bat.
How to get a piece of that. Way off the outside corner.
Would tell you he's in swing mode, though, huh?
That's about a foot off the plate.
0-2 the count. And that one just missed. So after a wild swing and a chase, he lays off a tough fastball. 1-2. 2-2 now. Brewers set up for a double play up the middle. Also thinking about a strike him out, throw him out double play. Short lead at first by Fairchild, and he goes, and a swing and a grounder to third, going to roll foul.
Yeah, did the same thing again at first base. Little stutter steps, and then he takes off almost as if he has momentum towards second base before Piamps starts to home plate. Check him out. Watch him. Watch him, the stutter steps. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Now he's going to run.
He's only been caught once, has Fairchild. Big spot in the game here. Scoreless game. 8th inning. 1 out. Piamps, first reliever out of the pen. Stays put and swung on and missed. He got him. Yoel Piamps with a strikeout. 2 gone in the inning.
Yep, 4-seam fastball, 95 up and away. Fairchild not running on the pitch. He swings right underneath.
That was a long battle. Took him 8 pitches to put him away. Here's Jonathan India. You got De La Cruz due next. Got to watch his first pitch with India. Check on Fairchild. India's 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts against Tobias Myers. Reds have struck out 10 times now tonight.
There's a guy you want right here. You don't want to have to deal with De La Cruz.
The 1-0. India watches a spinner break into the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Have him lead off the 9th.
Piamps working quickly. Fairchild and a belly flop. That's the second disengagement in this sequence. So Piamps can throw over again, but he has to record an out. That might give Fairchild a little extra jump, and there he goes. And India fouls it away.
Yeah, he is not getting a very good jump, is he? He was actually taking a step back before he tried to steal.
He's going to get his wind sprints on these foul balls going from first to second. That jump is a potential out for Contreras with a good throw. 1-2 the count. He goes again, swinging a ground ball. Ortiz gobbles it up, and a strong throw across the diamond to get out of the inning. Payamps keeps that inherited runner stranded at first. We are still scoreless. What a ball game on a Saturday night. Division rivals. Brewers, Reds, Brew Crew coming to bat, bottom of the 8th.
Field, strong pitching performance by those two here for the Brewers. From the Gruber offices, one call, that's all sports desk. Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino here with you. Gary Sanchez, the only Brewer to get on base so far in this game, Vinny, but it's Tobias Myers who's making it possible in a scoreless game.
7 1/3 innings, just giving up 3 hits, just 3 total base runners for the Reds. The Brewers now have to scrape a run across against Tony Santillan. Let's see if they can do that and then deploy Devin Williams in the 9th.
Impressive night for Tobias Myers. We'll talk about him on Brewers Live, presented by Freighter, the Medical College of Wisconsin. His ERA 1.75 since the start of June. That's better than any starting pitcher in all of baseball as it stands right now, BA and Rock.
All right, thank you, Steven and Vinny. And here we go, bottom 8. Willie Adames leads off. Tony Santillan on the mound for the Reds, 10th appearance.
He gave up a run a couple of appearances ago, but he's been pretty good in 9 appearances.
Neither starter will factor in the decision, and that's probably a fair thing. Both pitch beautifully. Nick Martinez, 7 scoreless innings, only 1 hit. Had a hit batter. Those are the only 2 base runners. 3 balls, no strikes. Devin Williams preparing for the 9th. Hoping it is a save situation. Brewers need 1 to present that situation. Big swing. Adames let it eat on a 3-0 pitch.
Yeah, Brewers have 2 at bats and the Reds 1 at this point. Mighty hack trying to hit that one into Lake Michigan.
The neon green light. He's hit 4 homers in his last 4 games. 8 RBIs. Oh, had a good cut at that one. 97 though. Santillan just pouring in that fastball right down the middle, and Adames can't get to it. Frelick due next. Scoreless game, bottom 8. Lead man up for the Brewers in this 8th. And it's a called strike 3 right at the bottom of the zone. Santillan comes back from 3-0 down and gets the strikeout to start the inning.
They're borderline down at the knees.
Good pitch.
Could have gone either way. You got the call.
You make a pitch like that in a spot like that, tip your cap. Here's Frelick. Frelick had a big cut.
They're taking some mighty hacks. You get to this point in the game, I mean, everybody going up there thinking they wanted to get it done, hit the homer.
You want a fun stat?
I do.
Sal Frelick has not homered since May 15th. Been nearly 3 months since his last one.
That's not that fun.
That's a reverse fun stat. Let's hope Mike Basallo has to make a new entry in his award-winning game notes tomorrow.
That would be fun.
1-2 the count on Frelick. Santillan pouring in those big fastballs. And another one at 98. Misses. 2-2 the count. Brewers have had just 2 base runners. One of those wiped out with a caught stealing. Only 1 hit. 2-2. Frelick late. Fouls it away. Slider. That is a firm slider at 88 miles an hour. Though.
Yeah, that one's right down the middle.
Coming in hot. 2-2. Got his mind made up. Chased a high fastball. Aren't many relievers who will work from the windup. Santillan is one of them. 7th pitch of the at-bat. The count 2-2. Frelick hanging tough, making him work. He has not been able to unleash that nasty strikeout slider yet. Last 2 have hung right in the middle. The 2-2 again. Frelick on the ground. De La Cruz, he's got a great arm and makes it look easy.
Yeah, great arm, quick release. Flat-footed. Hey, he's something else. Hey, tonight's time of the game winner, BA. Yoder's Rockville Bar in Potosi. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. It's offered courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller Lite.
Say hello to all our friends at Yoder's. The Rockville Bar, that's a good spot for you. Hoskins, did he go? He did. Unable to check his swing. Phil Cuzzy raises the thumb on Rhys Hoskins. Looked like a good call. The 0-1. Hoskins, left field, bat flip, goodbye! Brewers grab the lead. Rhys Hoskins, a clutch home run in the 8th. What a moment for Rhys Hoskins. Number 20 gives the Brewers a 1-0 lead in the 8th inning.
Boy, he turned on a fastball up and in. Knocked it out of here. 14-game hitting streak for Rhys.
That's his 5th home run in the streak. 11 RBIs, and he knew it.
Quick bat, he knew it right away. Looking in the dugout. There's a run. Our T-Mobile coverage cam. Swing of the night. Rhys Hoskins.
He's hit so many clutch home runs in big games, playoff games, and World Series games. He's going to be a beast down the stretch for the Brew Crew. He's done it before.
Yeah, getting hot at the right time. No doubter to left.
It's the facing of the Lowe's level as Mitchell strikes out to end the inning. Now all eyes on Devin Williams. Hoskins gives the Brewers the lead. A blast with 2 outs in the 8th. 1-0 Crew. Devin Williams against Elly De La Cruz to start the 9th when we come back. Hoskins gives the Brewers a 1-0 lead as we go to the 9th. A reminder for every Brewers RBI this year, Northwestern Mutual funding 5 hours of childhood cancer research. Devin Williams, Rock, his first save opportunity of the year.
Yeah, last pitched on Wednesday at Atlanta, gave up a run in an inning of work. His last save came back on September 27th.
Elly De La Cruz will lead off. Williams drops the airbender on him for strike 1. De La Cruz has only faced Williams 4 times. He's 0 for 3, this being the 4th. Matter of fact, the 3 that are due up for the Reds have not had a hit off Devin Williams. One of the game's most dominant closers. And he deals a 1-1 and a big swing and a miss and a high fastball.
And they started to use that fastball a lot more at the end of the year last year. Teams will go up there looking change up, and you throw the fastball right by him.
1-2 the count. Williams fires and straightens him up with another high fastball. Williams gave up a home run to Jared Kelnick in Atlanta Wednesday. Ambush home run, and then Williams locked it down after that and was really commanding the fastball. 2-2, he misses the changeup.
This is not a guy you want to walk. That's an understatement.
Due up next, power hitter and Tyler Stevenson. Full count. And he got him. High cheese from Devin Williams.
And it was ball 4. Another 3 strikeout game for De La Cruz.
That's 6 in the series, and he's 0 for 8.
That is a huge out to get that guy. Keep him off the bases.
1 away. Here's Tyler Stevenson now. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Takes the first pitch changeup.
Sometimes it takes Devin a while to land that changeup. Hope it doesn't take too long.
I talked to Devin before the game today. I asked him how he's feeling. He said, I feel great. Physically, strong as I've ever been, but I need one. Meaning he needs a save opportunity, needs to cross that next hurdle. It's been since late September last year since his last save. Stevenson had a good cut at it, fouls it back though.
Well, no margin for error tonight, right? 1-0, ninth inning.
1-0 games are hard to come by. Brewers have 2 1-0 wins this year against the Cubs and the Padres this season. The 2-1, 3 balls and a strike.
Just can't land the changeup. Be careful here with a fastball.
Stevenson will be in swing mode. Hitters count 3-1. Late on it, right down the middle with a fastball.
He said, here it is, hit it. He fouled it off. He was behind it.
TJ Friedel due next. And he's been a hot hitter. The matchup now is Stevenson and Williams. Full count, 1 away. And he got him.
Got the changeup for a strike. Barely.
Back-to-back Ks. 2 outs in the 9th.
Stevenson thought it was down. Check it out. Change up on a full count.
How?
Got it.
What a pitch.
Yeah. That's a gutsy pitch as well.
No pitch like it.
No.
Crowd rises to their feet. 1-0 Brewers. 2 outs, 9th inning. Friedel takes a fastball high. Two and 0. Williams is one of those rare closers, similar to Trevor Hoffman. When he's behind in the count, he's typically at his best because of the changeup. The 2-0, Friedel takes ball 3. Now he's got to come all the way back.
And you know that these guys are going to be swinging 3-0 if they like it.
Steve Wright. Williams has been back on the active roster over 2 weeks now, and he had his first save opportunity primarily because the Brewers have been scoring so many runs and running away with games. 3-1. Friedel takes a strike.
2 perfect pitches. Outside corner, both of them.
Just painting right now. Friedel takes his lone timeout. Stage is set here. Full count, 2 outs. Brewers a strike away. And the payoff pitch and a swing and a miss. He got him. Devin Williams with his first save of the year. And the Brewers win it 1-0.
Wow, what a game. What a game here at the ballpark tonight.
Strikes out the side to do it. Rhys Hoskins with a decisive home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And the game's best closer notches save #1 of the season.
These are the games that good teams end up winning. How about this? Gets the punch out, save #1, his first since last year. We were talking about how the Brewers score in a lot of different ways. Well, they win in a lot of different ways. Tonight's the pitching and the Rhys Hoskins homer.
The Cincinnati Reds, going back to last season against Devin Williams, are now 0 for 30. 9 games last year. His first against him this year. Wow. 0 for 30.
Amazing.
Devin Williams notches #1. Brewers Live coming up next. Brewers shaking hands as they win the first 2 against the Reds in this 3-game series. Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino, Sophia Menard standing by. Brewers Live coming your way after the turn. See you tomorrow, everyone.